There are a plethora of things to do in the world of Gielinor. Activities ranging from PvM to PvP to the more laid back ones like skilling or even bank standing. It's easy to say that you will not run out of things to do in this game. Last RuneScape video, I talked about some of the lesser known or straight up dead minigames in this world. But what if I told you that there is some more content that isn't officially a minigame, but practically feels like one anyway? Join me as we're diving into some of Gielinor's most underappreciated content that kind of feels like minigames. Some are good for gold, some are good for XP, and some are just fun. Imagine that, having fun in RuneScape. Let's dive in. So, it's no question that some bosses in RuneScape are more notable than others, but there are a select few that you fight in quests that people keep coming back to either farm for money, XP, or in some special cases, both. First up, Moons of Peril. Let's start with the requirements to enter Camp to Run. Obviously, you need to complete Perilous Moons to be able to fight the moons. However, it is important to note that you're going to need 38 herb lore to make those moonlight potions within the caves. The wiki states that the moons are aimed at level 70s, so the difficulty is rather low, and gear-wise, just bring your best melee gear that you can wear. Personally, you can never go wrong with the good old whip and defender combo. Make sure to bring a crush weapon for the blue moon and a spec weapon for the blood moon, and that's about it. Moving into another activity similar to the moons, we have Barrows. And similar to moons, Barrows is an activity where you go in and 1v5 the Barrows brothers, and the requirements to participate in this activity is just the completion of Priest in Peril, as well as 43 prayers so you can use Protect from melee so you don't die. It's important to note that if you don't have the Nominal's Hilt level 2, you'll be affected by the prayer drain that occurs every several seconds or so. So if you want to make more money while running Barrows and really stretch out those runs, complete enough combat achievements so you can get Nominal's Hilt level 2. Basic gear to wear is just mage gear with air runes because the Barrow brothers have elemental weakness to air, as well as a range switch when you gotta go fight Arims. And that's about it for the Barrows. I wish you luck on your runs. These next three are not minigames, but really do feel like one. But they are considered skilling bosses, so I bet you guys already know what I'm about to talk about.
Speedy on some cheap shit. We really taxing shit. You wanna do peace, but I just smack this shit. Back then I eat the dishes. See me all up past the bitch. Niggas ain't cut this shit. We active, we be tapping. Niggas scrambling, sharing pose. Every day it's a new road. Extort his ass, find out he told. Cause Brody them sent up the road. Niggas plan, I got them hoes. Can't mention murder without C4. Cuffed up the whip, they tried to scope. But on my son, ain't touch a soul.
Tempoross is a fishing skill boss. The only requirements you need are 35 fishing, rope, bucket, hammer, a harpoon, and a small fishing net, only for acquiring the rewards after defeating Tempoross. This boss is pretty simple. Get fish, cook it, optional, load it into the cannon so you can fire it at Tempoross. And when it's time, damage Tempoross by using your harpoon when it goes under the water. And don't forget to collect your rewards. There's a chance at a pet here, and that could be awesome if you get that. Moving on to the fire making skill boss, we have Winter Tot. Make sure you pack some warm clothes so you don't end up like me and continually take cold damage when you're there. But similar to Tempoross, just cut the logs, fletch them optionally for bonus points, and feed them to the fire for your fire making XP, and there's bonus rewards to collect at the end of each round if you contribute enough points. And did I mention there's also a potential pet to grab here as well? Alright, and now for the final skilling boss to talk about, Zalcano.
What are we talking about, bud?
I was just about to introduce Zalcano.
Zalcano, eh? When was the last time you did Zalcano? Matter of fact, what are your stats? Oh god, I gotta go. See ya! And don't come back. Now that our underqualified founder's out of the way, let's talk about Zalcano. The official world for Zalcano is 378 on America and 375 for Germany. If you're playing in a mass world, you can expect the games to be finished in as little as 30 seconds. It's really quick, really easy, and pretty stress-free. To get to Zalcano, you just use a teleport crystal to Prifdinus and just run southeast of where you spawn. There's a platform that you can channel on and it'll take you right to his lair. The platform's gonna put you into this little waiting room here. If you speak with Rhiannon, you can switch resource drops and XP drops. So if you want, you can get 13,500 mining XP, 3,000 smithing, and 1,500 runecraft experience per hour when killing Zalcano, and also get resources. Or you can turn them off and get an additional 50,000 for a total of 63,500 mining experience per hour, and you still have a chance at uniques. There's some rocks that drop, you just gotta move away, and the other one is the orange-blue demonic sigils. You're going to want to stand on the blue one for a damage boost and just avoid the orange one so you don't take damage. For equipment, you're basically just going to want prayer bonus as well as agility gear. For your cape, the best is the max cape. Obviously, I'm a noob, so I don't have that. I don't have the next best, which is the minor cape. I don't have the hit points cape. I'm wearing a spottier cape because it's drip. For armor, wear the Varrock armor, highest tier, your best pickaxe, and a regen bracelet if you've got it, as well as a celestial ring from star mining that can be pretty useful as well. The wiki recommends bringing stamina potions and food, which you should definitely do if you're going to be there for a while. However, you don't really take much damage there, so just a few brews will suffice, and the remaining slots you're going to fill up with the ore. So the basic loop of Zalcano is to mine tephra ore, smelt it, imbue it at the altar on the alternate side, and throw it at Zalcano. Once enough players have thrown enough tephra ore at Zalcano, his shield will come down and you can mine him using your pick, and you'll usually complete this in one phase if you're on the mass world.
Alright, now we're getting into those activities that feel like a minigame and some of you might not know about. First up, Blast Mine. The only requirements are 43 mining, and you can stay here to gain Lovakenji Favor, which is used to progress in the Architectural Alliance mini-quest. The only items you need are just dynamite, obviously, and a chisel and tinderbox. It's optional for you to bring a prospector kit or a dragon axe for that extra boost. The wiki states that the hourly profit you make here is 396k, and the experience you get here is 85,000 mining experience and 16,000 firemaking experience. Not bad. Up next, we got the Camdazul Vault. The only requirements for this is completion of Below Ice Mountain, and honestly, it sucks. Don't do this. The GP here is bad, the XP is bad. The only reason you want to be in Camdazul Vault area in the first place is if you're clogging the items here, or if you're a free-to-play character and this is the place you train. Alright, moving on. This next one might be useful for those Ironmen out there that just need to make more out of the supplies that they have already. Let me explain. In creature creation, you use ingredients to make a creature that you then kill, and the ingredients you use to make that creature basically multiply. Look at this table for a better understanding of what I'm saying. Take the Jubster for example. It only takes 1 raw jubbly and 1 raw lobster to create it, but it returns 3 to 7 raw jubbly when you kill it, and a chance for the gold satchel as well. The average money you get per kill is 2,800, and considering that each kill takes literally less than 10 seconds, this ain't a bad moneymaker. Plus, the gold satchels also improve an emote, the beckon emote. Take a look at the difference with the satchel on and without the satchel. I really do hope this helps any Ironman trying to get more out of what they already have. And now for the laid back moneymaker that I'm sure all of you guys are doing. Managing Miscellanea. The requirements are only completion of the Throne of Miscellanea, and you're definitely going to need some GP as a starter investment to throw in the coffers to get the kingdom started. You're a king, and you order around the peasants to do the work for you on your kingdom's land. And you make money off of it. What's not to love?
He's sleeping. Dougie. Say hi to the camera.
Welcome back. Alright, moving on, we got the Shazian combat ring for the next one. There are literally no requirements for this one, and there's no XP per hour, I'll admit, for this, or even money making. It's just kind of fun to get in the ring and punch stuff for some diary tasks, and this is how you obtain pieces of the Shazian armor. Just remember the first rule about this club. Another fun activity that yields no XP or gold is sled racing. The requirements for this one is completion of the Troll Romance quest. And a fun fact while looking into sled racing is that there are 2 people in the world who broke the wiki time of 62 seconds. They have an official time of 1 minute and 1 second. And did you know that the wise old man can assign you tasks to do? I personally didn't know this until recently. He can assign you tasks such as fetching items or making a delivery for a letter. He can also ask you to kill the thing under his bed, which is pretty funny. Rewards for completing the Wise Old Man assignments aren't that great, but it's still a fun activity to do if you're bored and you've maxed already. Next up, we have stealing valuables in Varlamore. This one's pretty simple and I bet a lot of you guys know how to do this. But if you don't, essentially the loop is stealing keys from wealthy citizens of Valarmor and then breaking into their houses to steal their valuables to sell for gold later. This is honestly a pretty good money-making activity and a good XP farm for thieving specifically. Starting out at level 50, you're getting around 70,000 XP, but as you increase that level, you'll get closer and closer to 100,000 XP per hour. And finally, we have underwater agility and thieving. This one's honestly pretty fun, as you just swim around underwater looting the chests to get mermaid tiers that you then exchange later for more XP. But it is a solid way to get agility and thieving XP, because honestly, who likes training agility anyway? Well, I hope you found something on this list either helpful, useful, or maybe even fun. If you've ever only done PVM and scaling the optimal way, you might have missed a lot of the quirky, forgotten, and actually fun corners of Gielinor. But let me know, what's your favorite weird activity in RuneScape? Have you ever raced a sled, farmed mutant monsters, blowing up some mountains with some dynamite so you can get some ore? Drop your underrated activities in the comments, and check out my other video on the real minigames you probably forgot existed in RuneScape. Good luck out there, adventurers. My name is Kevin, and I like to talk about things that I find interesting. Take care.